Hello, so today we are going to start with the final part of Maths Chapter 3, Compound Interest Using Formula. And in this part, we are going to study about the applications of the formula. And the application is basically of growth, that is growth in the number of industries or population, growth in population, and sometimes the depreciation also. Depreciation means reduction in the value. So I have highlighted the formula over here. If you look in your screen, you'll see the formula. Production or value after n years is equal to initial production or initial value multiplied by 1 plus r upon 100 raised to n. Now this production after n years, which is on the left hand side, is the amount, and the initial production or initial value is the principal. So this is one way to write this formula. The other way to write this formula is present value is equal to value n years ago, or present production is equal to production n years ago multiplied by 1 plus r upon 100 raised to n. So suppose they have given you the value of certain commodity, present value, and you have to find value after certain years, then you will use the first formula. But suppose they have given you the present value of the commodity and you have to find the value certain years ago, then you have to use the second formula. So since we are doing the questions, or since this example is of growth means increase, and that's why there is a plus sign in the bracket, that is 1 plus r upon 100, and there can be 1 minus r upon 100 raised to n also, but that is in the case of depreciation. Okay, here there is a formula for depreciation in front of your screen. Value after n years is equal to present value bracket 1 minus r upon 100 raised to n, and present value is equal to value n years ago bracket 1 minus r upon 100 raised to n. Minus means there is a depreciation, right? Let's go to the solved examples. Actually, I already recorded this video, but some technical issues came. I don't know, some software issues, and the video didn't get recorded at all. So I solved all the questions already in front of you. They are solved. I'm just going to explain the questions, right? Please try to understand. If you have any doubts, you can definitely contact me, but they are very, very straightforward. So total number of industries in a particular portion of the country is approximately 1600, and the government has decided to increase the number of industries in the area every year. At what rate? It is given over here. In the area by 20%. So this is the rate at which the industries has to be increased. Okay, so if we have to increase the industries in the area by 20% every year, and the original number of industries, present number of industries is 1600, what will be the number of industries after 2 years? So what is to be done here is present number of industries is the principal, number of industries after 2 years will be the amount, rate is 20%, and time is 2 years. We'll use the formula amount is equal to principal bracket 1 plus r upon 100. That is 1600 bracket 1 plus 20 upon 100 raised to 2. Correct? That's the formula. So we solve this and we get the answer as 2304. So the number of industries after 2 years in the area becomes 2304. Right? So this was the very simple question of growth, where you had to find the value after n years. So present value was taken as principal and value after n years was taken as amount. We found the amount, and that is the answer. Let's go to the next question. A machine depreciates every year at the rate of 20% of its value at the beginning of the year. So there is a depreciation. The machine was purchased for rupees 2,50,000 when new, and its scrap value when sold was 1,28,000. So present value is 2,50,000 and value n years later will be 1,28,000. Find the number of years that the machine was used. So original value of the machine is 2,50,000 and scrap value after n years, which is the amount, is 1,28,000. So principal is the present value, scrap value is the amount. But here notice that there is a minus sign because this is a question of depreciation. The rate is 20% and we have to find the time. After how many years its scrap value will become 1,28,000. So I solved it. I simplified it, solved it. First took 2,50,000 to the left hand side and cut it. And then I got my right hand side as 4 by 5 the whole raised to n, which became equal to 64 by 125. So 4 by 5 became equal to 4 by 5 the whole cube. So n is equal to 3. N is equal to 3. Right? So after 3 years, the value of machine will become 1,28,000. Okay, next question. The population of a town in China increases by 20% every year. Well, not anymore due to Corona. Okay, I'm just joking. If its present population is 2,61,000, find the population after 2 years and find the population 2 years ago. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier. So if you want to find the population after 2 years, then you will make the population after 2 years as the amount and present population as the principal, and you will solve it. So present population is 2,61,000 and I put the values and I solved it and I got the value, that is population after 2 years, as 3,11,000. But if you want to find the population 2 years ago, then present population will become the amount and population 2 years ago will become the principal. So I took population 2 years ago as x, put the values and found the value of x to be 1,50,000. So the population of this town 2 years ago was 1,50,000. Today the population is 2,61,000 and after 2 years it will be 3,11,040. That is how the formula is to be used. Next question. A sum of money is lent out. This is important and very nice question. A sum of money, we don't know what is principal, is lent out at compound interest at a certain rate per annum. We don't know the rate. And this sum of money doubles itself in 5 years. So we know that amount is double the principal and time is 5 years. Find in how many years will the money becomes 8 times of itself at the same rate of interest per annum, at the same rate of interest per annum. So we don't know principal, we don't know amount, we don't know the rate. We just know that the money becomes double in 5 years. In how many years will it becomes 8 times? So in case 1, I have taken principal as P, amount as 2P, because it becomes double of itself in 5 years, time as 5 years. And I put the formula value in the formula of compound interest. So when I solve and when I take this P to the left hand side and solve, I get the value of 2. Value of 2 is 100 plus R upon 100 the whole raised to 5. Now talking about case 2, the principal is rupees P and the amount is rupees 8P. Right? So the money becomes 8 times of itself, amount becomes 8 times of the principal, and we have to find in how many years this happened. So I just put the value A as 8P, P as P, and 1 plus R upon 100 raised to n as it is. Now when I took P to the left hand side, it became 8P by P, that is 8. I wrote 8 as 2 cube, which is 1 plus R upon 100 raised to n. Now I know the value of 2. See what is the value of 2? Over here, the value of 2 we know, 100 plus R upon 100 the whole raised to 5. So I put the value of 2 here and the whole raised to 3. Right? And here also if I took LCM, it became 100 plus R upon 100 the whole raised to n. Now 5 into 3 became 15 and 15 became equal to n. So n is equal to 15 years. n is equal to 15 years. In 15 years, this principal will become 8 times of itself. Right? So we didn't know rate, but there is no use of rate. Okay, this is the last question. A man borrowed a sum of money and agrees to pay it off by paying 43,200 at the end of first year and 34,992 at the end of second year. Okay, so see, a sum of money was borrowed for 2 years, but some amount was paid off at the end of first year. What was that amount? 43,200. So I took A1 as 43,200. And for 1 year, okay, because after 1 year this much amount was paid back out of the total sum borrowed, and at the end of 2 years 34,992 was paid off. So some part of the amount borrowed was used for 2 years, some part of amount borrowed was used for 1 year. Rate is 8% per annum for both the years. So what is the total sum borrowed? That is, what is the total principal? So I used the formula for compound interest, that is A is equal to P bracket 1 plus R upon 100. The only thing is, in first case, I used amount at the end of first year and principal for the first year. Right? And when I solved it, I got the value of P1 as 40,000. So he used rupees 40,000 only for first year. Out of the total sum borrowed, he used rupees 40,000 only for 2 years and paid back 43,200 with interest after 1 year. But he borrowed more than 40,000. So the remaining amount was used for 2 years. And what was that remaining amount? So we took amount as 34,992, principal as P2, rate as 8% and time as 2 years. Because he is borrowing some amount and using the whole amount, using a part of amount for 1 year and part of amount for 2 years. So this is the amount, this is the principal which we are finding is being used for 2 years. When we simplified it, we got this principal as rupees 30,000. So total sum borrowed becomes the sum which is used for 1 year and the sum which is used for 2 years. So 40,000 plus 30,000, that is 70,000 was the total money borrowed. When he borrows 70,000, he pays off 43,200 at the end of 1 year. So that means he is just using 40,000 for 1 year. But he pays back 34,992 after 2 years. So out of 70,000, he is using 30,000 for 2 years and 40,000 for 1 year. This is how the question has to be solved. So this was the last question of the chapter. Exercise 3E and 3D, total around 20-21 sums. Please finish it within 2 days, and the next class will be physics class. We are going to start with physics, and let's hope to finish 3 chapters of physics and 3 chapters of chemistry in May itself. So we are ahead of our target. So see you in the next class. Bye bye.